everyone, welcome to another episode of Century Countess. If you were here earlier, I did a Get Ready With Me video, and yes, my energy was really bad, so I apologize. I am okay, it's just, the past few weeks have been very stressful. A quick rundown, I think that's how you call it, a quick rundown. Changed my health insurance. I thought it was a done deal. Turns out there was some other stuff I had to do. I am getting letters from them non-stop telling me everything that they have just told me and everything that I qualify for that I'm not ready for right now, but they are just insistent in sending it to me. I lost track because every time when I think I've read it all, I get like maybe 4 or 5 more envelopes of similar shit. So that's been very stressful because, you gotta read that stuff. I hate to, but I'm getting to the point where I'm just going to throw it all in a bag and just put it somewhere until it stops sending, then I'll read it. A once a year thing it has started, and it drives me crazy because one, I've done it multiple times. Gotta fix that. I've done it a couple of times and then I stopped. The reason why I stopped is because well, before I go into that, let me just explain. So I don't want to say the name of the company. So basically it's a program where you basically show proof of income, how much you make, yada 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 yada, and for a full year, and I think you finally get it in March. You'll get the check in March. It will do a rundown on how much electricity you used, how much water you used, etc., and the amount that you didn't use, they put in a check and they give it to you. Here's the thing: the paperwork, you have the actual sheet you have to do, and then you have a variety of recommendation stuff that they give you, and then a multitude of different options, like what's your income if you have income, what is your issue if you don't have income, how are you surviving, that type of thing. Questionnaires that doesn't involve me, and it's still piled up, so it gets confusing. And then here's the thing: it's not positioned well, so it's like you'll finally get to the paperwork you need to work on. You start working on it, and then right when you flip it over, you don't know if you're done because there's a new questionnaire, and you're like, is this connected to it or is this not connected to it? So I just stopped doing it because it's just very confusing. Also, another reason why I don't do it is because I did it for the past 3 years and only got all 3. I got notifications, a check is coming. You didn't use up whatever, so you're getting this much. No check came except one time. And where are the other 2 checks, by the way? So I don't use it. However, there's a person that's been annoying the hell out of me about it. Even when the whole thing isn't going on, they still talk about it. And they talk about it like they're an HOA. They talk about it like they're like a staff person trying to trying to basically bully you into doing it. And this person I've known since I was in transitional housing, and they used to be on the EC community. And here's the thing: when you get that type of position, it's a power trip. And this person felt power, and felt ever since has had a superiority complex. And they basically talk to you like there's some sort of person trying to sell you the product. That's basically how they talk about it, and they talk about through in a form of concerned medical thing, like you really need to do this because if you don't do it, and then if they're not talking about that, they're basically talking about like hey, you've been living here for such and such years, and you really need to look into another housing thing, as if this place isn't permanent. This place is permanent, but it's not, but not like you can stay here forever. People, staff do encourage people to leave, because this is literally not like, I can't explain it, but basically it is permanent housing. There's not a limited amount of time to stay here. There is no limited amount of time to stay here. But this person is like, the way they're talking about it, it's like they're basically saying, you haven't been looking for anywhere, so you're lazy as fuck. Yes, I have been looking. And I'm not going to share that business with them, because they'll spread it around. So it's gotten to the point where if ever there's a confrontation with them, my feign is, it's none of your business. I think I'm going to just literally say, I think you need to focus on your business and not mine. I'm just going to be like, that's my business. Because seriously, they've been doing it for years and years and years. And here's the thing, they've been kind of hinting at me to, I don't know, I guess they have it in their heads that I plan to stay here forever. I don't plan to stay here forever. But here's the thing, they've been saying that they found housing, but they're still here. So the next time they bring up something about Tacoma, saying, well, you need to, if you hear anything from Tacoma or something, I take it. And I said, well, why don't you take it then? Because last time I overheard them talking about some crap going on in Tacoma. And I'm not about to leave a slumville downtown to a danger gunville slumville downtown in Tacoma. So, ain't happening. And I'm not sharing where I'm going. So my plan is to tell them bluntly, I have plans. I have some my mind set on something, and it ain't here forever. And I think it would be wise for you to mind your own business. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to put it, but I'm just going to literally tell this person, you need to mind your own business. I appreciate your advice, but you need to mind your own business, please. And I hope it stops. I'm okay with hi, hello, but I'm sick and tired of somebody thinking that they're a staff person. I'm tired of thinking of somebody who does not have a power or title here coming to me, lecturing me that I need to do this and I need to do that, and they have no authority here. They have just as much no power as I do here. Because I'm a resident, they're a resident. They're not a staff person. This is not the transitional housing, so you do not have a power trip position. If you want that power trip position, you go back to that place. So anyway, that's what I'm dealing with. So also, I have started I joined a LARPing group. So I have to do a costume for that. I also have to continue some Smile projects for Halloween. That is, the deadlines are coming up. So yeah, it's been very overwhelming. And so I did have a burnout last night, because it just got to a point where not the art projects, not the sewing stuff, it was just the whole adult fate. It was like every time when I think, okay, everything's signed, good to go, more stuff comes, and it's just got overwhelming. It's like, you've already explained it by phone, you've already explained it multiple times by letters about my health insurance, you've already explained this, you've already explained that. I had to switch my previous pharmacy, because not only do they have attitude, the place, I've been with CVS for a while, and the place that I used to go, very nice people. This new place that I've been going to, it's attitude. It's like attitude, and it's like, for some reason, I guess they think I'm aggressive, because the last time I was there, which was the very last time, the guy that served me, was like, let me see what I can do. I can either be a hero or a villain. And I'm like, okay, obviously somebody trying to make a humor out of the situation. I'm not in the mood for humor. All I want to know is if my insurance covers it. I want to double check because my insurance said CVS covers. It covers CVS pharmacies, yada yada yada. And I want to make sure, if it's true, I want to put it in my update my insurance information with you guys, and then maybe get my money refunded because I was forced. I didn't realize I made a boo boo, and I ended up giving you guys $27 when I shouldn't have. So I was trying to fix it, and then they said no, we're not partnered with them, yada yada yada. So and then they started, and then here's the best part: the lady that I saw the day before, who said my card only, my card doesn't, isn't in the my card doesn't work because yada yada. She was kind of circling, and she mumbled something to one of the pharmacy ladies. So I don't know if the reason why nothing was done, and I was treated like that is because she probably assumed that I was trying to scam them or something. I don't know, and I don't like that. I don't like it when it's like, somebody's eavesdropping on a person's business just because they served them yesterday and they think they're doing something. I don't know. All I know is that their final result was, well, unfortunately, we're not partnered with them, so your best bet is to go to Costco or Walgreens. I go to Walgreens, and you're going to love this, you guys. So, my pharmacy that I'm, CVS, I'm signed up with no longer. Trying to think of words. So basically, I would do a refill. I'd fill it up, refill it online. So yeah, I refill it online. After I refill it, come on, brain work. After I refill it, they'll tell me how long it's going to take. The prescription that was the $27 took, within 24 hours. The prescription that was something I really needed, like very soon, wouldn't be available till the 31st. After switching to Walgreens, I got both prescriptions under 3 hours. So that tells you something. So no wonder CVS is in trouble. No wonder, not because... So yeah, nasty little attitude pharmacists. I traded those nasty pharmacists for some very nice ones. The lady who served me at Walgreens, very sweet. She was a gem. So yeah. So okay, pharmacy's been resolved. Goodbye CVS. The only time I'm going to see you guys if I need to get hair coloring or hair color remover. That's the only time you're going to see me. Or my Got to Be glue spray, because you guys sell it slightly cheaper. Alright. Now, let's see what else. So, yes, I've joined a LARPing. I do need to get some costumes ready, because I'm thinking about maybe 2 characters. And I'm trying to think of a costume, something that's going to be easy to transfer into. So, I'm thinking of something where all I have to do is just remove the upper garment and slip the second upper garment over the other layers, and it matches just as well. So that's the plan. Something that's easy to remove, and all I have to do is just slip on the other thing, and it's good to go. So that's my plan. And then Halloween, I have my costume set up. I think everything's all set and ready. I do have some little details that I have to work on. such as the buttons. I will be wearing the critique vest for the costume, and I do need to make sure the buttons are in place, and some buttonholes are still a little too large, so buttons are coming undone because of the large buttonholes. Alright, next I need... Next thing that's coming up is the McKinney meeting. I'm going to have fun with that. I'm glad it's only 30 minutes. I'm hoping it's less than 30 minutes. And I seriously hope that the person that I mentioned earlier, the one who's saying you need to sign up for this, you need to go to Tacoma, yada yada yada, is either not there or not in one of his speech moods, because his speech moods extend the meetings. And you have no idea how much I have bit my lip wanting to pull off what a staff person at our transitional housing used to say to him, which was basically, well, thank you for that, so why don't you wait until why don't you stick around after the meeting, and if anyone wants to discuss it with you, they can. So my plan is to listen in on what the life coaches and they have to say about upcoming situations, which involves the government shutdown, of course. Fingers crossed. It has nothing to do with what I heard at open mic. So open mic is so for those of you who don't know, I do drag, and I used to do an open mic thing at another place, but that place got toxic and I quit. I founded my own back around 2016, I believe, and basically it's a drag show / anyone who wants to perform they can type of show, and I do it for people who can't afford going to a drag show, because drag shows do cost money, or the bar scene is not their world, or they don't like going out that late. So this is their chance to see a drag show that they've always wanted to, without worry about having to pay entry to a bar and feel uncomfortable, that type of thing, or it's too late and they can't really enjoy the show because they're sleepy. So this is basically what I've been doing for them. Anyway, during the show, there were some people that came in and they started chatting. No whispers, to staff people coming up with wanting to discuss business, not with me, but with other staff people who were overseeing the event, making sure that there was nobody causing trouble. This tends to cause a distraction, and this does cause trouble. Fortunately, there was none, but I did overhear something about trying to make everything online, such as paying rent online, filing maintenance reports, grievances, everything online. There are people here who do not go as deep. The closest thing that they'll get to modern tech is a cell phone. Everything internet-wise and everything, they don't mess with that. So basically, if it's what I heard is true, they're about to make a motion for people who that could jeopardize people's housing if they don't feel comfortable with, paying their rent online. Justly so, because like I said, I'm not supposed to know this, but I was informed, and this came from a trustworthy person who heard it from a person that works, who's a staff person here. So it came from the staff's mouth, basically, that our manager may be leaving. Not only may they may be leaving, but they're under suspicion. And not only that, the person higher above, the one that's kind of slacked off, has been hiring these people that don't do their job. They're also under investigation. So what does that tell you? So that's my reason for not wanting to do anything online, pay my rent to them online, because if that person's under suspicion and there's been a story about somebody who's, been hacked, their info's been hacked, I don't want my money to fund somebody's vacation. I don't want my money going into somebody else's pocket knowing that it's my rent money and I'm going to be the one kicked out while the money that was supposed to be for rent ends up being used for some fancy vacation or event. I don't want that happening. I'm probably exaggerating, but I'm just giving you examples as to why I will not pay my money online. Because the people that you're paying it to are under suspicion, are being looked into. And to me, that's red flags. So I'm hoping it's made into just an option, not a forced requirement, because like I said, there's a lot of people. You're literally saying, we want you to learn, even though you have positive reasons why you do not involve yourself with the internet, we want you to go ahead and pay for that extra internet bill that you don't use just so you can pay just so you can pay rent. And I guarantee you half those people, if they're forced to do it, they're going to be looking at that screen and they're not going to know what to do. While professionals like me who shops online, I probably would get an idea of what I have to do. But I don't want to do it. I'm not paying anything to them online if I can. If I'm allowed to not pay anything to them online, because I'm already very uneasy with that idea. It's already bad enough that the persons that are under investigation, one of them at least, have these crazy ideas. Like, for example, the thing that I was telling you about a few months ago, I think it was a few months ago, where they're going to make us pay utilities, lighting, and electrician. That was something that was thrown out there without getting it authorized. And I didn't inquire about it. Somebody just approached me and said, "Hey, did you get that letter?" I said yes, and I said I'm already working on making sure that I have insurance company that's going to help me cover it. And they said don't do anything yet because it wasn't authorized. And they just basically outed that the person that threw it out there didn't get it authorized. It wasn't approved. It was just something that they thought of, and they demanded it to be put in writing and printed out on residence doors. So something that wasn't authorized, something that wasn't given permission to. So that just tells you, and this is one of the people that are under investigation, by the way. So I have a feeling the reason why they did that is because it was, like I said, this is a theory part of me. This is the theory. The Detective Reaper. I have a feeling the reason why they did that is because they're trying to cover up their tracks. So to cover up their tracks is to make people pay extra, so they can basically replace the money. So yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm going through. Lots of stress, fun things, but I can't enjoy those fun things with these last minute surprises. I have concluded that I am not going to worry about the bird. I can't say it. I'm not going to worry about the thing that they're wanting us to fill out so you can get that check at the end of the year for how much electricity and water you don't use. I'm not going to worry about that because it's like looking at a puzzle. It's not mandatory. As far as I know, it has never been mandatory. I'm just sick and tired of the people talking to me about giving me a bawling out about it if I don't do it. And I'm sick and tired of those same people who continue to give me a bawling out about it after it's long done. It's like a done deal. You can't do much. You can't do anything. You can't sign up for it anymore, but they're still talking about it. It's like that's their life. And I think they really need to get a life instead of or start working with those people. Start working for them. the way you talk about it, it's like a door-to-door salesman, so you might as well just sign up. Or better yet, since you seem to have like that HOA vibe about themselves, I really think they need to find a place that is served by an HOA and join the HOA so they have that power of authority, because they have nothing, and their power of authority is getting on my nerves, because they have no power of authority, but they think they still have a power I can't talk. So anyway, yeah, that's what's been going on, and it is 25 minutes in, but yeah, I want to enjoy my art, I want to enjoy my sewing, I want to enjoy my projects, but it is not easy when you have all these last minute situations, this continuous bullshit. So yeah, that's been what's been irritating me. And yes, I did have a mild breakdown last night. I just cried. I was upset. And so what I'm going to do is stuff that I don't have to do, I'm not going to do it. Stuff that I do have to do, I'm going to do. But until then, I'm not going to worry about the other thing, the thing that the person encourages me to do. And it's never been mandatory. It's never been mandatory. But as soon as I find out it is, if ever I find out it is mandatory, I will effing do it. But it has not been in the past. And I've been advised just to be a bitch. So I'm going to try to be a bitch. I'm going to be polite about it. But I'm just sick and tired of somebody basically, telling me what I need to do and do not do, as if they know my life. So my plan is, I think I'm just going to flat out say, I think you need to mind your business. I respect you, but I think you need to mind your own business. And hope they shut the fuck up. Otherwise, I will be bringing it up into discussion with somebody, because it's my choice. I don't need to be bullied for my choices. I do not need to be bullied for what I choose in my life, because so far my life has been okay. I just don't like somebody putting pressure on it. So yeah, I'm okay. It's just I really need to start speaking out. So I'm going to end this video. It's almost 30 minutes in. I hope you enjoyed my rant. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.